Silfath.
Hello.
A very important topic. How can women love their bodies more?
That's a vast question. I would say the first most important step is making peace with your body. I've been working with women for the last 7 years as a stylist and also as a feminine awakening guide and a dance teacher. And what I've noticed is that women are basically at war with their body. They judge their body, they insult their body, they ignore their body, they overextend their body. They talk about their body to talk about the weight and the number and how much weight they need to lose and how much they would like to have more hips or less hips, more chest or less chest. So women are having this kind of internal war, and a lot of them are not even aware of it. So the first place in loving your body is kind of taking an inventory to the relationship you have with your body and realize, are you at war with your body? And if you are, start making peace.
And so I'm a student of yours and I've really started nourishing my body because I kind of, you know, cut an area of my body off, and I think it really becomes evident when you just be conscious of your body. How can women, you know, participate in making peace with their body?
Yeah, so the piece is really kind of, I would say there are like 3 steps to it. The first one is rediscovering your body. It's almost like, oh, you come back home and there is a mess everywhere and you're like, okay, what happened? And you start looking around. So the same way I say, women, even with the touch, as women, we have incredible healing power in our hands. And we usually use it on our children, right? Or our partners, other people. But rarely we use it on ourselves. So the first step could be just use your hand from head to toe and explore your body. I do it in my weekend retreats, and it's usually a very emotional exercise.
Wow.
Because women realize that they've been disconnected. Some of them realize that it's difficult for them to actually feel their body from head to toe. And the first time I did this exercise for myself, I remember I thought, how can you know yourself if you don't even know your body?
I know.
You know?
And then when we look at sensuality and sexuality, it's often confused for just sexuality. Can you share the, you know, the different definitions?
I would use 2 elements, your 5 senses and then pleasure. So it's basically, for me, sensuality is using your 5 senses to bring more pleasure into your life and to enjoy that experience of being a human being. So sensuality goes from being aware of the type of fabric you like to feel on your skin to being aware of what type of smell you like to feel in your space and on your body, knowing what type of food bring ecstasy to your life, right? I was in a restaurant 2 days ago and I was having dinner and it was just a beautiful experience. The food was delicious. That's sensuality.
So enjoying taste.
Enjoying taste, enjoying smells, enjoying beauty around you, so with your sight, enjoying touch, learning how to be more present in your touch. You know, there is so much sensuality in a woman just feeling her hair, caressing, you know, her neck, you know. And with the sensuality brings awareness in your body and learning how to be in the present.
Yeah. And what about breath? Because I know through times in my life when I'm on the go or disconnected, perhaps stressed, I breathe quite shallow. And then when I'm becoming more conscious, I can really breathe in, you know, the full breath of life and enjoy. It's kind of like I feel so confident that I'm not rushing to get my words out, or I can really enjoy being in the moment.
Yeah, breath, this is something that we talk a lot in class. In movement, I'm like, breathe, take a deep inhale. So the reality is that most people don't actually breathe properly. Right? The breath is really short and really shallow. I meet a lot of people, for instance, who don't exhale. So the inhale is, the exhale is very shallow and then inhale again. right? So they're not breathing the air out of their body. But the reality is that breath is life moving through your body. It's energy moving through your body. So when you're not breathing properly, the energy, the life force is not moving freely in your body. Right? So a lot of time I say the same way your hands are the way to rediscover your body, your breath is also a way to rediscover your body and going deeper into breathing, reaching really, you can really breathe from your hips all the way to the tip of your head, right? So that's really like a deep breath. So when you learn that, you start realizing, oh my God, my shoulders are really tight. I can use my breath to release that. You can realize that you're really cramped in your stomach. Use your breath to massage your stomach, right? So beyond the idea of being present and having the life force moving more freely in your body, it's also a way to rediscover your body.
Yeah. And how do you think, or how have you seen with your clients the self-discovery of really connecting with the beauty within change in their outer world with their work, their family, their husbands?
Wow, yes. A lot of women who take my class, people ask them, there is something different about you. Yeah. And sometimes they share about the class, sometimes it's like the little secret.
Yeah.
But basically what happens is when you start feeling at home in your body, when you start being aware of the sacredness of your body, the beauty in every curve, how unique you are, it makes you really grounded. And it's almost like you have now that little power and awareness of how magical you are, right? So when you learn how to be present, be centered, feel good about yourself, you look at every situation with so much more poise, confidence. You know, and it's a way also to kind of go through life and feeling more serene, because when something happens and you get hectic, you know, when we dance in class, a lot of time I say if you have a really loud song but you learn how to breathe and remain calm in the middle of the storm, then the storm just passed by and you just stayed really calm and centered, you know. So the women, they have this really beautiful awareness, confidence, and just it brings more happiness into their life, you know. It's a magical way of living.
I've found that.
Yeah.
I have found that I've been able to leave work at work and then be really present and enjoy cooking more. Not, I used to be chop, 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 chop and really cook dinner fast. Now I'm really enjoying cooking. And my son's generally in the kitchen with me and I'm talking to him and explaining how I'm cooking, and I'm feeling not rushed in certain parts of my day. I think, and it's just because I've been more conscious of my full body experience.
Definitely. You know, I say a lot of time people are walking heads, right? So there is a lot happening here, and there is not much happening now from the neck down. And what does is that your head kind of drives you crazy because we have so many ideas and things in our head. We're always rushing. When you drop in your body, when you drop in your sense and sensuality, it brings you back to the moment. And it brings you back to what is special and magical around you. What we were saying, being aware to appreciate the beauty around. Being aware when you cook to actually smell the different flavors and aromas, right? And it's really kind of bringing some sweetness. In last time we talked about honey, right? it's bringing some honey into your life.
And I also feel it brings a level of confidence where beauty is not this external force that you have to go to the gym and work out hard, then eat these foods because they're healthy, or buy these clothes. It's more of a celebration and embracing. So buying clothes to make you feel beautiful, or sharing clothes with friends. I've really noticed that I'm embracing myself from the inside out.
Yes.
Rather than the outside in, and I'm less susceptible to advertising and more about my feeling.
What you just said is just beautiful, because what's happening is when you're a woman and when you start really going back to what we were saying about really understanding who you are from head to toe, body, mind, and spirit, and then feeling really good about it. Embracing it without judging it, without criticizing it. And yes, we talk about your body, but we also talk about your personality. I'll give you a very simple example. A lot of women tell me, I have a problem with my body because I want to lose weight and I hate going to the gym. So I'm very lazy. So there are a lot of things that are an issue in this sentence. The first one is judging yourself because you don't like to go to the gym. We are the way we are. We don't like the gym because it doesn't work for us. Know that actually the gym is usually a very masculine environment and a very masculine workout.
Yeah.
Right? So I tell women, don't judge yourself because you don't like to go to the gym. Just take note. Learn that this is not what you like and look for something that works for you, you know? And going to the gym or exercising and moving is not really about being skinny and looking a certain way. It's being living in your body, taking care of your body, nurturing it and being healthy, right? So it's when you were talking about the beauty and the clothing, all this comes from a different perspective. Is it the perspective of really treasuring the person you are and owning it? Or is it the perspective of fitting in a certain mold and trying to look a certain way?
Yeah.
Right? And that inner glow that women have when they completely own who they are is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's the best detox, like it's the best surgery, it's the best Botox cure. It's just that really deep love for yourself and awareness of how special you are.
Yeah. And also for young women today, the magazine industry, as creative as it is, it can also put a lot of expectations on young, very young girls. But I'm also having amazing conversations with young women who are saying, I love who I am from the inside out, or I'm thinking more about who I want to be and myself as a woman. And I think that's fantastic too.
You know, what's happening with the magazine is I see a lot of time, you have this beauty standard that represent 5% of the population, and you have 95% of the population trying to fit into the 5%. And that creates a lot of pain.
Yeah. And when you take that pressure off yourself and then just embrace who you are.
Yeah. You realize that if it becomes less about looking for validation outside, and it becomes more about understanding what I say the masterpiece you are and owning it, then it switches everything. A lot of time when I work with clients for the styling, I tell them, really don't worry about the trend. Don't worry about, oh, right now skinny jeans are in style. Worry about what works for your unique, beautiful curve and proportion. Know which color makes you look vibrant, which color you love. Right? Maybe yellow is the best color this summer, but it's not really the best color for you, you know? So it's kind of when you come from this place where you know yourself, then you can go out there, see what the magazine, the fashion, the media offer to you, and pick and choose what works for you, and the rest you let it go.
Yeah. Thank you.
There is this quote by Marianne Williamson, and she says, it's our light, not our darkness, that scares us the most. So I would say, don't be afraid of your magic. Don't be afraid to shine. Go, conquer, be bold, and shine your light. Love yourself unconditionally, from head to toe, body, mind, and spirit. And self-love is a daily decision. Oh, you have this dream and you've been thinking about it, dreaming about it, and playing with it and researching on it, but you're still sitting on it. Take your courage and just do it. Feelings are your best friends. Emotions tell you so much. If you learn how to listen to them, you will gain a lot of wisdom and inner peace. Don't be afraid of your feelings.